What is up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the Ecomhunt YouTube channel. My name is Sherban and I'm gonna take care of you in this video. Why? Because I'm gonna show you step by step how to be profitable in this business. And I want you to, underline the word profitable, because a lot of people think that if they make some sales, they are good at dropshipping. But that, in the end of the day, making sales equals to zero. It doesn't matter. You have to be profitable at the end of the day, right? So in this lesson, I'm gonna tell you step by step how to be profitable in dropshipping. Let's move on to the first step. So the first step that you have to take in order to be successful in dropshipping is, well, it's obvious. Baby steps is to open a Shopify store. For that, you will need a Shopify account. If you don't have one yet, click on the link in the description. I made a special link just for you so you can get 14 days of free Shopify. You don't have to pay for 14 days. So click on the link below if you don't have a Shopify account. Next up, we recommend you to use the Brooklyn theme. After a lot of themes that we have tried, we came to the conclusion that Brooklyn, it's a really nice theme. It's converting better than other themes. It's free. You don't have to spend like $200 on a theme. And it's perfect for when you're getting started out. The next up, you need to install Oberlo, because mainly this is what you're going to use to import the orders and to pay the orders and to do everything you have to do in order to fulfill an order only with one click. You just click on a button and everything will be done for you. Oberlo eases up the work, really, really good for you. The next up, you will have to buy a domain. Actually, when you make a Shopify account, they will give you a custom domain, but it will have a .myshopify.com at the ending. Let's say your website is jakesgarage.com. It will not be .com. It will be jakesgarage.myshopify.com. And nobody likes a website that has an ending with myshopify.com. So you will have to buy a custom domain just for you. We recommend you to use the .com because it's really familiar, and a lot of people, when they see .com, they know that it's a website, a store. You know, you don't want something else over there. It's really cheap. I don't know, it's like $6, $6 until $15. It's really cheap, and it's not worth the hassle to have the Shopify pre-given domain. So the last step here is that you will have to install and configure your theme. What do I mean by this? Well, you have to pick a header, you have to put your products, you have to use some nice images, you have to use terms and conditions, privacy policy, watch out for the GDPR, all of that stuff. You need to do all that. For this, I recommend you to, visit your competitors, visit other websites that are basically selling the same stuff that you're selling, your direct competitors, and see what they are having on their websites and just do the same. All right, let's move on to the next step. You see, Oberlo, it's not the only app that you should install to your store. It's a really nice app. It's gonna make your life easier, but there are a few more apps that I recommend you to use when you open up a store in order to be profitable with dropshipping. So the first one is Personalizer. The second one is Wheelio. You all know Wheelio. It's that wheel that pops up when you want to exit the store in order to give you some discounts or some advantages. This is a really nice conversion booster. Currency converter. It's gonna convert the currency of your store into that visitor's home currency based on their IP address. This is a really nice app that's gonna add more familiarity to your store. It's gonna make your visitors feel more familiar because you will have the same price that they are using in their country, which is a really nice thing. They are gonna feel more warm and familiar on your website. The last one is sticky add to cart button. This is a really important one because it's gonna boost your conversions, because everywhere they scroll on your page, the add to cart button will follow them if they are on a product page. This is really nice because they will always see the add to cart button, and if they want the product, they will just have to press it. They don't have to look for it. This is a psychological thing. The last thing that you have to do in this step is to install trust badges under your add to cart button and under your purchase button in the checkout page, whatever. You will always have to show your customer that you are not joking around and that you are trustworthy. Okay, let's move over to the next step. After you made the store, you designed it, after you bought a domain, you installed all of these apps that I recommended you, The only thing left to do is to populate it with products, of course. So the next step is product research. This step means that you will have to search for a product to sell on your store. You will have to test if that product is good or not. How can a product be good or bad? Well, you don't have a word in this. The market has. So you will have to see what the market wants. It doesn't matter what you want. It only matters what the market responds to. So this is exactly what this step is doing. You will have to search for the market to see if the product that you desire selling, it's hot, it's cold, is desired, do people want to buy it, is it sold out, it's working, is it not working anymore, and so on and so forth. In order to do this, you will have to use Facebook to check for your competitors' pages, to see what they are selling, to check the engagements, to check the comments, see if the people are digging that particular product. The next one is Google. You could always Google that product that you want to sell to see who is selling that product, to see what's the market for that product. You could use Google Trends to see if the product that you want to sell it's in Google Trends and what's the saturation and the desirability of that product. You could use Instagram by using, hashtags and what's popular on Instagrams. If you, if you use a hashtag with your product's word, you can always find people that are selling or promoting that product. This way, if you check the engagement, you're gonna know if that product is hot or not. The last one is Ecomhunt. Let's save the best for the last, right? In my opinion, Ecomhunt, it's the best tool that you could use for this step, mainly because time equals money, and this is exactly what Ecomhunt is doing. It gives you time. You don't have to waste time on searching and researching the products and following all of these steps that I told you before, because Ecomhunt is gonna do it for you. We have a wonderful team that's searching for hot products 24/7 just for you. You just have to sign up and you will guarantee to have winning and hot products on a daily basis. You just have to click on the link in the description and you will check it out. It's a really nice tool. I highly recommend you to use it. You will save lots of time and hassle. Next step. This involves a little bit of hacking. For this step, I want you to go to your competitor's page, to your direct competitor's page, and see what's up, see what they have going on. Just add something to the cart, whatever, a random product. And this is what I want you to focus on for this step. I want you to add something to the cart and go to the checkout page. And on the checkout page, I want you to give them your email. Why? Because this way you will be retargeted. You will see the front end remarketing of that store, for your competitor store. You will see what retargeting ads they use for Google, for YouTube, for Facebook, if they use any, and you will get inspired from there. You will be one step ahead knowing what you didn't know 5 minutes ago, so you can go ahead and apply that. After you get retargeted, you can see what kind of ads your competition is using, so you will be one step ahead. Let's move over to the next step. Now comes the fun part. You will have to promote your product to the big audience out there. This is how money is being made. Well, there are countless promotion methods that you could use, like Google ads, Instagram influencers, Instagram ads, Facebook ads. But for this example, I'm gonna stick with Facebook ads because they are the most user-friendly. When you're getting started out, using Facebook ads is the best way to do it. Facebook ads are divided into carousel ads, single image ads, video ads, etc. I strongly recommend you to use video ads because from our experience, they convert really well. They convert better than any type of ad out there. Simple image, carousel, etc. Video ads are just way better because it's practically a moving image and people like that way better than a still image, right? Try as much as possible to make your own video ads because it's gonna be more original, and I'm sure you're really creative and you will do a great job. The straightforward method will be to make the video yourself, and this would mean that you will need to order the product for yourself, get it, and do a video of a product, or you could send it to a Fiverr guy and he can do it for you for between $5 and $50 and he will do a great job. I'm doing this pretty often and I would highly recommend it. A lot of people steal videos from other channels and from other businesses. This is of course unethical, but that's not the problem. The problem is that you can get your account banned. You don't want to risk your whole account only because you are too lazy to get a product and make a video for yourself. If you're stealing a video, you're risking a lot. So don't do that. Let's move over to the next step. In this step, we're going to start advertising. This means that we're going to practically show an ad to our audience. This involves a few steps, so bear with me. Here are the steps that you will have to follow in order to have a successful campaign. You just have to create a new campaign from your ad manager. This is, of course, logical. The second step is that you will have to go straight to purchase website conversion. Facebook lets you choose what kind of conversions you want. It's gonna let you choose if you want, I don't know, people to add to cart, if you only want visitors to your site, if you want buyers, and this is what we want. So we have to select purchase. The next step, you will have to use some general interest at first. You will have to narrow down for something more specific a few times before you have an audience of maybe 500,000 and 1 million to get started with. And the last one is that you should use Facebook and Instagram because they are both converting really well. The next step is that you will need to know how to read the results of those ads. After you launch the ads, after a few days, few hours, you will have some numbers in there in your ad manager. You will have to know how to read those numbers, right? Not every campaign that has sales is profitable, and not every campaign that doesn't have sales, it's dead. There are cases when our campaigns will not bring us any results, but eventually, after some time, they're gonna perform well and vice versa. There are cases when our campaigns will bring us some results and eventually they're gonna die and we're gonna have to kill them. How does this work? This has a lesson involved to it, and the lesson is that you have to keep your ads running for at least 2 days in order for Facebook to gather some data and for you to make a decision to kill or not to kill that campaign. How does this work? Well, you have to let Facebook show your ad to lots of people in order to make an average of how do people respond to your ad. Of course, there are a few exceptions to this. If you have huge CPMs and your ad is not performing well from the first hours and it's only spending money without bringing you visitors, you can kill that ad, of course. But on average, you will have to let your ad run for at least 2 days. After this, you will have to know all of your indicators. You will have to teach what is CPM, it's cost per mil, it's the cost that Facebook is offering you to reach 1,000 people. It's really important. CPP, cost per purchase. CPC, it's cost per click. You're gonna know your, you have to know all of these in order to know how to read your results. CTR, it's the click-through rate. It means that, a CTR of 0.2% means that only 2 people from 1,000 people that saw your ad clicked on it. It means that it's a really bad ad and, you should change it. A CTR of 4% means that 4 people out of 100 click your ad. This means that they are showing a high level of interest, which means that your ad is appealing to them. ROAS means return on ad spend, and this is the most important one because it's going to show you how much money you've made over what you've spent. How many times you've, doubled your the money that you spend on marketing. And the last one is the relevance score. This is a ad level indicator. You gotta know how to read this because it's really important. A ad that has a small relevance score, it means that your audience is not responding well to that ad, they don't like it. And if the relevance score is big, over 8, you could say 7, it's an average, but if it's over 8, it means that your ad is relevant to the audience that you are targeting. There are working ads and there are ads that don't work. What should we do with the working ads? This goes to the next step. Let's talk about scaling. Scaling occurs when you have a consistently winning campaign. This means that one particular campaign will bring you a nice and positive ROAS on a daily basis. If you have such a campaign, you can scale it. Scaling means that you can increase the budget of that ad set in order to make more sales. It goes on the logic that if you spend $5 and made $40, it means that if you spend $50, you will make $400. This is the exact logic behind scaling. There are a few ground rules before scaling. The first one is do not scale if you do not have sales. If you only have data, if you only have add to carts, if you only have, visitors, it's okay. but you shouldn't scale that because that doesn't mean it's a winning campaign. Remember, I told you that a winning campaign, it's only when you have a positive ROAS on a term longer than 2, maybe 3 days. The second one, it's do not scale only if you have, I don't know, more than 5, 6, 10 sales, because 1, 2, or 3 sales are not gonna guarantee that you can scale your campaign. I explained to you why in the past steps. I'm gonna give you a few tips for scaling. The first one, it's that you should scale only after you're getting consistent daily sales with your campaign. The second one, it's don't dramatically increase the budget. This means that if you have a $10 per day ad set and it's going well, you shouldn't scale it to $50 or to $30 because scaling should be done only gradually. And here comes the third step. Don't touch your winning ad sets. If you have an ad set that is doing good, is gonna, I don't know, it's giving you a positive ROAS, don't touch that. Just duplicate it and use the duplicate to test out your scaling. Scaling should only be done with increasings of 20, maybe 25% of your daily budgets, because if you do otherwise, if you increase it with 100%, maybe you're gonna mess up the Facebook algorithms and you could kill your ad sets. This is everything for today's lesson. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to check the description. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, because this way you're gonna get notified every time we post some knowledge bombs like this one. See you on the next video. Bye.